Hey, good evening, everybody, and good morning to Rec. Yeah, we are doing thermodynamics today. Oh, we've done a lot of thermodynamics, haven't we? बहुत ज़्यादा thermodynamics किया है. Yeah, if you have not already seen the sessions in the description, you can check them out. Theory की थी मैंने NEET channel पे, but it's relevant to you as well on the JEE channel. We've done a lot, and I mean a lot of PYQs. Yeah, there are 3 entire sessions of PYQs where we did first law case separately, then we did spontaneity, and we did another one. Yeah, thermochemistry का भी अलग से किया, वो भी सब description में है. If you want to check out everything else, crash course, सब कुछ है description में. So why are we doing so much of thermodynamics? Well, here's the thing. If you focus JEE main, thermochemistry के सवाल आते ही हैं. But sometimes students skip the other part, the easier part. Thermochemistry ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत maths है, but the easier part is one formula, one answer, which is first law of thermodynamics. So we'll practice a little bit of that. And as always, we'll go through the NCRT. That's the MO of this revision session. So let's get started. Let me quickly check out the chat. मेरी आवाज साफ आ रही है, right? You're able to hear me and see me and all of that. What's up? Oh, I think some button got pressed on the, yeah. All right. Yuvraj, Rek, Pi Patel. That's a cool name. All right. Hey, is that from Life of Pi? What's up, Shlok? How you doing? मेरी आवाज साफ आ रही है? Yeah. Hey, Kavita. I guess you're new here. I don't think I've seen you around. Anyway, this is where we are at. We are on December 23rd. Saturday. You are here. काफी sessions already कर लिए हैं. Some sessions we're past the halfway mark. Yay! Of our journey on towards JEE main. बढ़िया, बढ़िया. I mean, you obviously know this better than I do. JEE काफी पास में आ रहा है, but it's okay. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. So what are we going to do? We're going to quickly look at NCRT पहले. Yeah. हम अभी thermodynamics रिविजन ही कर रहे थे. सही है अभिषेक. Good timing. Good timing. Clearly audible and visible. Vineet, pranam. What's up? Everything clear? Okay. All right. P block next. Rick. P block next. Yes. In fact, it's going to be a counter. What do you call it? This thing will be like, बस इतना ही था. Okay, thermodynamics starts off with a very interesting line. That's why I put a question mark there and saying, kind of. Chemical energy stored by molecules. There's a huge, there's a video by Veritas here, cool creator, yeah, who talks about how energy is not really stored in bonds, but you give energy to break bonds, and not just him actually. There's a better teacher in this regard, Tyler Dewitt, who we worked with, by the way. I may have misspelled his name, but oh yeah, this is his right spelling. You can look him up. He's a very cool, charismatic teacher on YouTube. We've made some videos with him. I don't know whether they'll see light of day, but it was really good fun working with him. So it's good to go into the details. Yeah, energy is not really stored in bonds. You need energy to break bonds, and well, energy is released when bonds are formed. We've done this in the theory, etc., etc. Interestingly, भाई आपको मालूम था कि IITs में फर्स्ट ईयर में, irrespective of what branch you take, thermodynamics पढ़ाई जाती थी. आजकल नहीं होता है. But my dad's time, which was quite a while back, I think that was between 1973 to 78. That's when he was at IIT Kanpur. And वो 5 साल का कोर्स हुआ करता था तब, बैचलर्स कोर्स. पहले साल में थर्मोडायनेमिक्स पढ़ाते थे. तो पहले साल में सब कुछ पढ़ाते थे. There was arts, there was all kind of things. I don't know if you knew that, but anyway, so thermodynamics is pretty important. Just from that history, I know if you're saying, hey, I want to code, what do I care about thermodynamics? Sure. Maybe if you're coding, you may not look at thermodynamics directly, but indirectly you probably will in whatever other field you're looking at. Okay, let's talk about what's important from the point of view of JEE. The first thing that comes to mind is what's a system, what's a surrounding. A lot of people teach this incorrectly, and ये बहुत basic चीज है. But एक system और system is open or closed depending on the boundary. That's why मैंने बड़ा बड़ा यहाँ boundary लिखा है. Right? It's the boundary that's open or closed or isolated. That's what makes the system open, isolated or closed. Open का आपको मालूम है mass और energy दोनों exchange होता है. Closed में सिर्फ mass, सिर्फ energy exchange होती है. Most systems are usually closed. Yeah. Isolated मतलब adiabatic process, right? Q0, mass change नहीं होता, etc., etc. So be able to switch between all of these different paths. Now I'm using this word path very loosely, but you have to understand that a thermodynamic path is different from the way you think of path in physics. So you're like, okay, you're walking around, whatever, right? Regular path, distance versus displacement, for example. देते हैं, बहुत अच्छा example है. But path here means fixing one thing, okay, and that means following the path. So if I say isothermal, that's a path. If I say reversible, that's a path. If I say irreversible, that is a path as well. ये जरूरी है, ठीक है? All of these are different ways of doing things, okay? Okay, anyway, and what is a state? A state is something that define. You take some variable, then you define this. Okay, this, like you say, x, y, z, etc. Looks like मैं theory में जा रहा हूँ, right? मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ. Okay, I will not teach. If you want me to teach, I can teach anything. You in the comments, please बताइए. Oh, there's a good video of his on entropy. Okay, Kavita, that's great. It's great you've seen that. All right, awesome. Hey, Vinny, don't spam. Yeah, all right. Wow, cool, cool, cool. Interested in CSE AIML. That's cool. I could tell by your name. Yeah. Um, that field is changing quite rapidly. If you're really interested in computer science, you got to keep up with whatever's happening pretty. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool, ठीक है. Yeah, right. All right. And yeah, he made a really good video on entropy. Here, I won't go into too much detail, although I really like thermodynamics. Yeah. Small parts I'll highlight, like work. It's not really a vector, right? It is scalar. The sign only talks about, okay, work being done on the system by the system, like a bank. Money is being added, that's positive. Money being removed, that's negative. I made a short on that. You can check that as well. Check that out as well. Okay. Adiabatic again is Q equal to 0. Do you guys understand this concept of it's not a vector? You have to go to the detail if focus is JE. Okay. It's not a vector. It's definitely a scalar. Positive, negative has to do with just stuff being done. Like पैसा अंदर आया, पैसा बाहर गया. That sort of a thing. ठीक है. ये जरूरी है. ये I really like जो इन लोगों ने डेल्टा यू पढ़ाया है इसमें. मतलब कि जो फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स की आप अलग अलग पाथ से एनर्जी इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, इंटरनल एनर्जी. एक वे है सिर्फ वर्क करिए, दूसरा वे है सिर्फ जो है आप हीट करिए. सो इट्स शोइंग यू कि देयर आर डिफरेंट पाथ्स टू रीच द सेम गोल, सेम स्टेट. ठीक है. इससे भी आपको क्लियर हो जाता है कि देखो ये सब पाथ्स हैं. यू अंडरस्टैंड मे बी टू सम एक्सटेंट दैट वर्क एंड हीट आर पाथ फंक्शंस, बट व्हाट डज दैट एक्चुअली मीन? मतलब आप एक तरह से दूसरे तरह से सेम स्टेट पे जा सकते हो. ठीक है. दैट्स व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट राइट ओवर हियर. खैर, so all of these things, where you say isothermal or adiabatic or isobaric, these are all different paths. This is important to understand this. Okay, let me quickly look at the chat. Tech is increasing and decreasing. Can you please walk through the chapter? Yeah, Aman, that's exactly what we're doing, bro. Sector really struggling. IT sector struggling now. I mean, look, we're getting done with redundant stuff and we're doing things that require innovation and for you to actually know stuff. Oh, you went to an IT in the 10th grade. That's awesome. That's very cool. Accept me. Positive release means negative. All right, Kavita. All right. Accepts heat. Yeah. All right. Cool, cool, cool. You can remember it however you want. But what I'm trying to say is कि you got to understand it's not a vector quantity. That's theoretically, that's important. It does not have direction. ठीक है. That is not change. ऐसा नहीं कि फिजिक्स में वर्क में स्केलर, यहाँ पे वेक्टर, ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है. ये सब don't get all these random things in your head. Which means ki read good books. NCRT is good, but it's good to have a reference book as well. If your focus is JEE Advanced, please read this book. This is beautiful for JEE Advanced. Okay. And even in fact for JEE Main, if you want to read a little bit extra. There are some differential equations here, ek variable k, easy to do and all of that. But why do you do this? Because dekho, when you have an irreversible process, you can do it in a finite number of steps. If you reduce the number of steps, it becomes a reversible process. Matlab, this is a long, sorry, yeah, an infinite time, so to speak, also, right? And this is finite time, like really quickly. So कभी कभी JEE Advanced में ये बोला जाता है कि this process happens really quickly, yeah, in one shot. मतलब एक step में हो गया. Usually that obviously means कि it's an irreversible process. So it may not tell you directly, but indirectly ये सब चीजें could be hidden. Okay. And by the way, I've asked this multiple times in the other session also. Expansion work is maximum. Okay. And compression work is minimum. Do you understand that? If you do not, please description में जाके watch the sessions. Okay, theory पढ़िए. This is extremely important as to how we get to this idea. Okay, P external times delta V. P external is final pressure. ये सब basics को जरूरी है. I know आपके लिए वो स्टेटोमीटर हटा दिया है theory से, but you need to know how this works. Okay, work में literally no pun intended. You need to know how it works. Now see, all of these are different paths. You see isothermal reversible, isothermal irreversible. You have different formulas and all of that. I'm sure you know these things. इस पे हम लोग डिटेल में नहीं जाएंगे. Free expansion में external pressure 0 है. So if you're not pushing against anything, then well, there's no work done. Okay, that's a general idea right here. Now, why did you till now we were talking about non-reacting gases. Okay, and then we needed to define something for reactions, a different thing. Why? Because it accounted for heat added and some PV work being done. So this is usually for reactions in a lab. Pressure is constant, so enthalpy is a term that helps here. And this is not necessarily only for reactions. Okay? There are places where there's a phase change happening. For as an example, right? Phase change, jahan pe there's no reaction, but even there, the enthalpy idea is relevant because delta Ng changes. What do I mean by delta Ng? Well, there's a small equation you can use, right? PV equal to nRT. अगर ये constant है, ये constant है, सब constant है, then volume is directly proportional to gas. of moles of gas. Yeah, that's where you get this expression of delta H is delta U plus Ng RT. All right, we are 10 minutes in. I'm gonna go a little quick now. Okay, this idea of what is an intensive and extensive property, usually मैं तो शुरुआत में पढ़ा देता हूँ, NCERT में दूर में, it's somewhere in the middle, so I'll just talk about it right now quickly. Now the actual definition of what is intensive and what is extensive, this is the actual definition is intensity. That property has some intensity, which means at this point it is defined, at this point it is defined, at all points it has some intensity, the property. Extensive matlab ki at a point it has no meaning of talking about that property. So density at this point, at this point, at that point of air is the same. So I can define its value. So density is an intensive property. Mass, it doesn't make sense. Is point pe kya mass is, point pe hawa ka mass kya? It doesn't make sense, right? That is the actual definition of intensity and intensive and extensive property. But theek hai, for our level, we can also talk about quantity of size of mass, वो सब भी चलता है, I have seen quota factory थोड़ा बहुत, पहला सीजन मजेदार था, उसके बाद थोड़ा रैंडम हो गया. Neeraj Kumar, I don't know यार, Kavita, I haven't used the book, so I don't know. You have Zoomdal AI. I'm your biggest fan, AI. If you have Zoomdal, Nidhi, Pranam, welcome. Awesome weekend, huh? Enthalpy is derived from first law itself. Absolutely, Kavita. I've done that in my sessions. I absolutely love that first part of thermodynamics, right? When you're talking about heat being added at a fixed volume and heat being added where the piston can move, right? So that is QP and QV. QP gives you delta H, QV gives you delta U. Beautiful derivation, and from first work, absolutely. Yeah. Nice. All right. Extensive means dependent on mass. Yes, exactly, Yuvraj, you are right. That is a good hack, but actual definition मैंने बताया ना कि extensive मतलब intensive की बात करते हैं. Intensive मतलब that property has some intensity, like it's like इस point पे it has a value. Its point मतलब कि now if you talk about density or viscosity or anything, right? It at a particular point it has a value. But an extensive property does not. Like volume at a point does not make any sense. Temperature at a point. Now that's interesting. That was interesting. Yeah, temperature can still be, temperature at a point makes sense. Mass at a point doesn't make sense. Volume at a point doesn't make sense, right? So you can tell by that what is extensive, what is intensive. Thoda extra idea. Anyway, heat capacity talks about how much heat some body can hold. I'm sure you know this already, but if heat capacity value is zyada hai, which means you need to add more heat to raise its temperature by 1 degree Celsius, etc., etc. This I've already told you. Yeah, this is simply delta U, this is delta H. Derivations hai, theory session mein, aap dekh lena. Okay, you spent a lot of time on the first law and all of that. So let's move on to the thermochemistry part, which how I do it is ki dekho, delta H reaction is products minus reactants, right? That definition you need to know. The only other definition you need to know is this chap right here. Ki delta H formation matlab ki, not LHS. Yeah. RHS पे you have 1 mole being formed and then you use this arithmetic है ना, प्लस माइनस करो हो जाएगा, बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, इजी मार्क्स. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू मी लोग इससे डरते हैं बिकॉज उनके गलत मार्क्स इसमें आते हैं, बट दैट्स बिकॉज यू गाइस डू इट क्विकली. अगर आप आराम से प्यार से करेंगे, दिस इज द इजीएस्ट पार्ट ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक्स. ट्रस्ट मी ऑन दिस, ट्रस्ट मी ब्रो. एंड व्हाई डज दैट वर्क? बिकॉज ऑफ हेस लॉ ऑफ कांस्टेंट समेशन, व्हिच इज जस्ट एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ भाई डेल्टा एच इज अ स्टेट फंक्शन. ओके, और कुछ नहीं है, बस यही है कि डेल्टा एच इज स्टेट फंक्शन. इसीलिए एक स्टेप करो 10 स्टेप करो सेम चीज होती है, इसलिए यू कैन ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट टू ऑल ऑफ दैट. Enthalpy of combustion 1 mole on RHS. Please don't mug these 100 things. एक ही चीज याद रखिए, enthalpy of reaction is products minus reactants. That's all. बाकी everything else you can derive. बाकी exactly you can derive everything else. All right. This chemist rules them. All right. Sweet. That's great. Extensive, yeah. Yuvraj, I think you've got that mugged the other way around. Yuvraj, I think you've mugged that the other way around. Yeah, Yuvraj. Though extensive property का ratio is intensive, like mass by volume is density. That's what you mean, Yuvraj, I think. Shlok, एक बार please neutralization वाला भी यार, neutralization वाला भी, we're talking about enthalpy of neutralization. That is, मतलब I didn't understand, Shlok. मुझे what do you mean? Can you go into a bit of detail? What do you want me to talk about neutralization? Yeah, all of these are chill, man. Bond enthalpy, ये सब तो straightforward चीजें हैं. If you want to know इसकी theory or NCERT पढ़ लो, man. There's not much to do here. But you can check out my sessions also down in the description. Yeah, enthalpy of solution is interesting. I want to talk about that for a second, right? It has to do with two different things. Yeah, lattice enthalpy, which is a theoretical idea, and because of Hess law, you can using all of these smaller things, you can calculate what this value is. Oops, sorry, not that value. This value, right? Lattice enthalpy. बाकी सब तो आपको मालूम है. ओके, इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन थ्योरम सब मालूम है, बट ये नहीं मालूम है तो दिस थियोरेटिकल. दिस इज एन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ हेस लॉ, फिगरिंग आउट lattice enthalpy क्या होती है. Once you have lattice enthalpy, you have hydration enthalpy. उन दोनों को ऐड करो, you get delta H solution. This is why in equilibrium you have some salts that are soluble and some salts that are insoluble. ठीक है? So sure, you have weak and strong electrolyte, वो तो है ही, उसके अलावा soluble और insoluble भी है. श्लोक क्या था, बोलो ना. मैं आपकी बात आपका सवाल मैं समझा नहीं. What do you mean by neutralization? समझाओ. Tell me and I'll help you out. Oh, that's lovely, Kavita. That's great. That's great. It's okay, युवराज. तो वही बोल रहा हूँ कि जब चीजें मग करते हैं ना, तब यार don't depend on your memory. Try and form some sort of a story around it. And usually the story should be logical. Because मुझे याद है कि NI में 6th grade में एक कोई टीचर आए थे, वो 40 random words he made us remember by forming a story. Sure, that's a good memory, it's called a memory palace, whatever. You can do all of those exercises. उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. जेई में जरूरत नहीं है कुछ भी random bug करने की, right? Please focus on logic. इसलिए मैंने intensive का वो detail वीडियो वो सब बताया. And sure, sometimes ये सब हो जाता है. Just write it down somewhere, it'll be okay. All right. To the last part of this theory is the idea of spontaneity. Spontaneity मतलब कि ठीक है, ये coin toss वाला example is not right. The coin toss example is not the right way of explaining this entropy wala business. A better way of thinking about it, and especially someone says कि randomness in your room, all that वो सब बकवास है, ठीक है. The way to explain entropy is it's valid only because you have a lot of micro states. Micro state मतलब कि देखो यार, एक कॉइन तुम टॉस करो, हेड या टेल मिलेगा, you can't tell, right? Its chance is not 50%. But if you take a million coils that are unbiased and you toss them, then uska approximate chance is 50%. That is what the actual entropy thing means, right? But coin toss is a little random. But when you talk about electrons jumping from one state to another, that is where this entropy wala business is the most relevant. And there is a beautiful question in Zoomdal about this. I can solve some of those subject questions for you. Check it out. It's in the chapter of atomic structure. Okay? It's a very cool question. And also in thermodynamics. Anyway, spontaneity ki theory we won't talk about right now, okay? Because that is just too much to get into. Yeah, we'll look at focus from the point of view of JEE में से क्या-क्या सवाल आते हैं, right? Entropy and spontaneity. अगर entropy universe की ज़्यादा हो रही है, तो well, I mean, entropy system की ज़्यादा हो रही है, then cool, spontaneous, right? Entropy universe की तो हमेशा बढ़ती रहती है. What do you mean by entropy of universe? Before that, what is entropy defined as Q reversible by T? Now this is a state function. Not T, well, T also, but delta is also a state function. Irrespective of whether you have irreversible or reversible process, formula is the same for the system. Or if you talk about surrounding, things become different very quickly. For a surrounding, okay, this integral business goes away, okay, because temperature is always constant. That's the point of a heat sink. अगर ये चीज आपको फॉरेन लग रही है, फॉरेन मतलब रैंडम, नॉट क्विक, हिंदी वाला फॉरेन नहीं, then again डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक्स हैं. I have done a session on spontaneity, check that out. Okay, it's important to follow this part. बहुत जरूरी है कि whether your process is reversible या irreversible, delta S is always going to be Q reversible by T. If you want the derivation, डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, उसमें spontaneity वाला PYQ वाले सेशन में पहला 10 मिनट में वही किया है, ठीक है. After this यार कुछ नहीं है. You have delta S total, delta S system plus surrounding, and interestingly this is going to be equal to delta G into, I mean, by T, right? Or T delta S basically is equal to this value, right? Delta G right here of the universe. So what you're doing is you're actually equating the system property, which is all of these, to a universal property, which is delta G. Okay. Again, a theoretical idea. Numericals uske bahut straightforward and nothing complicated ever comes from here. The last part of this thing is to go with equilibrium. Kahan gaya wo? Bhai, where is that, bro? Where is equilibrium? Haan, here. At equilibrium, delta G is 0. We'll talk about that in detail in the next session, next section. अभी के लिए इतना ही है. शुरुआत करते हैं सवालों की. 20 मिनट हो गए थियरी में, हम लोग थोड़ा ऑफ ट्रैक चलेगा, बट दैट्स ओके. With me that tends to happen at times, right? So, पहला सवाल शुरू करते हैं. Yeah, यही सब नहीं चलता है कविता. That's exactly what I'm saying, right? That way of explaining entropy is a crime. It's funny, I know, and it gets laughs, but cringe. Not what you said, but teachers who do this, नहीं करना चाहिए. टीचर्स, स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं यार, आई लाफ, बट टीचर्स डूइंग इट, नो, बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. कार्नोट इंजन सिलेबस में है, सागर होगा यार, फिजिक्स में पढ़ लेना. रेफ्रिजरेटर एंड हीट पंप बता दो सर. भाई केमिस्ट्री की क्लास है, कुछ काम फिजिक्स वाले टीचर्स को भी करने दो, सब कुछ मैं ही कर लूंगा तो फिर बाकी लोग क्या करेंगे? ठीक है, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। अच्छा, ये वाला सवाल बाद में करते हैं, तुम लोग डर जाओगे। रुको, लेट मी स्टार्ट ऑफ विद सम नॉन जेई एडवांस क्वेश्चन, देन वी गेट टू दिस वन। ये वाला भी करेंगे, डोंट वरी। लेट्स टेक दिस क्वेश्चन, लेट्स स्टार्ट ऑफ विद अ स्लाइटली बेसिक स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन। वो वाला सवाल भी करेंगे, वो गलती तो पहले आ गया। चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सागर भाई साहब, एवरीबडी एल्स शुरू करो। या सौम्या प्रणाम, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग? ऑल राइट, यस कविता, एब्सोल्युटली राइट, दैट्स द राइट वन। आज आज इस पे तो क्वेश्चंस कर रहा था। ओ डेल्टा जी माइनस RT की, या खैर, एन आइडियल गैस changes volume against a constant external pressure of 2 bar from 40 liter to 20 liter and absorbs 10 kilojoule of heat. What is the change in internal energy of system in kilojoule? Numerical entry है, कर लो यार. Please try this question. Let me catch up on the comments while you guys do this. सागर यार सिलेबस में है कि नहीं वो फिजिक्स में देखना पड़ेगा. I honestly have not checked फिजिक्स का सिलेबस. Most likely होगा. There's no reason for them to remove Carnot cycle, but who knows? NTA जो बने करेगा तो instead of asking me, it's better you Google it, है ना? और फिजिक्स क्लास में पढ़ लेना भाई. This is a chemistry class if that is not clear. Maybe I should write chemistry in the name. I'm not messing with you. I'm very serious. This is a chemistry class. इसीलिए हम लोग एंट्रोपी की बात कर रहे थे. फिजिक्स में एंट्रोपी की बात शायद नहीं करते सागर. इट्स ओके. आई एम नॉट मेसिंग विद यू रियली. आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू वेरी ऑनेस्टली कि केमिस्ट्री क्लास है, इसलिए आई वोंट बी टॉकिंग अबाउट कार्नोट साइकिल राइट नाउ. और कुछ ए सागर, हरे कृष्णा, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग? ओके, दैट वाज यू सागर सेइंग हेलो सर. मैं डेंसिटी में कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ कि वो इंटेंसिफाई एक्सटेंसिव. युवराज, द वे विद डेंस टू वर्क विद डेंसिटी इज द सेम आइडिया, राइट? डेंसिटी ऑफ द ऑफ मे बी इतना ढेर सारा पानी या फिर बहुत थोड़ा सा पानी, चुल्लू भर पानी, is going to be the same, right? Density is going to be the same. So it doesn't matter how much mass you take. So it's intensive for sure. Yeah, that's an easy way to remember it. Kavita with that thing. 40 says Dhairya Patidar. Okay. Vijay is saying 9.96. Shlok. श्लोक ने लगता है पकड़ लिया सवाल को कैसे करना है. बाकी दोस्तों ने good attempt, but I'm going to have to go with Shlok. Spoiler alert, sorry. But can the rest of you also try this? Cypher! Acha, Pai Patel is same as Cypher. Cypher from Telegram. Very nice, Cypher. All right. What do the rest of you guys think? Shlok, can you tell your friends how you did this? Straightforward sir है, but बता दो तो थोड़ा सा उनको. Okay, irreversible process. Okay. Yeah, dude. मैंने टेम्परेचर तुमको दिया नहीं है, राइट? सो अस्यूम irreversible process. Since I have not told you it's a constant temperature और टेम्परेचर क्या है, तुम लोग क्या कर रहे हो? There's no way for you to do it without unless I've told you it's isothermal. तो assume irreversible process. ठीक है, cool, great. अगर irreversible process करोगे, work is minus PdV, delta U is Q plus W. Q is straightforward, right? Q is 10 kilojoule, which is 10 power 4 joules. Same cheez hai, right? This part is straightforward, and this is a positive value, obviously, because it's absorbing it. Now, the work done is negative P times delta V. Negative P is substituted as negative 2, and this is compression. 40 to 20 matlab compression. Okay? And it so happens that this becomes a positive value. Now, 40 liter bar, मैंने आपको बताया नहीं, but yeah, this is something you have to know, okay? Don't expect this, but JEE बता देगा. JEE is nicer than I am. JEE will tell you that 1 liter bar is equal to 100 joule. JEE is nice. JEE शायद ये बता देंगे, मैं तो नहीं बताऊंगा. ठीक है? खैर, this is why there is this thing which is 4 kilojoule exactly. Add them both up. Okay. Delta U is Q plus W. You got this to be a positive value. This is also positive value. हो गया 14 kilojoule. 14 kilojoule is your answer. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Rek and Shlok. Lovely. Well done. Kavita is saying 14052. अच्छा, ठीक है. Cool. So, since मैंने system की energy मांगी kilojoule में, and you should take the numerical entry thing, you could just mark 14 as the answer. ठीक है? All right. Reverse would work. Okay. So these are questions I have made. Okay, you won't find the solutions online. Google कर लो, but maybe AI will tell you. Google may not. Bing, shall we try this? Shall we ask Bing to do this? Let's do that live. I don't know why I feel like doing this right now live on class, but I am excited. Shall we try to see if Bing does this question? I'm saying Bing because it has a copilot. I don't know how to use Bard yet. Slide number 90. Hold on. We will digress from the regular class just to quickly check if our AI Copilot can do this question. Oh, that would be pretty cool, huh? How does Copilot work? I do have Copilot here somewhere or the there it is. There it is. नहीं सर एक PYQ में नहीं बताया था JEE is not nice. नहीं बताया था अरे यार सॉरी अबाउट दैट चैट जीपीटी यार उसके लिए साइन इन करना पड़ेगा कोपायलट ऑलरेडी खुला हुआ है मेरा सो इसलिए मैंने पूछ लिया यू कांट सी दिस नो होल्ड ऑन हाउ डू आई मेक यू सी द स्क्रीन ओके इधर इज लेट्स आस्क ऑन दिस गाय ओके फॉरगेट नॉट कोपायलट आई विल डू इट हियर we'll go like a little bit off topic it's okay यार it's a Saturday no थोड़ा chill कर सकते हैं don't worry we'll do a lot of awesome questions as well let me change my screen over to this nice blue Bing screen you should be able to see this right let us make this hey how do I increase the size of this thing okay let's make this more precise and change this up and let's see it'll be pretty cool if it actually gives me the answer I'll be like whoa you know how do I make this one larger smoother okay pop out did I pop out? Did that work? Okay. More precise. Okay, sweet. Okay. आगे तो बढ़ाओ. What happened? Did it stop? Okay, one more time. We won't spend more than 2 more minutes. Like exactly 2 more minutes on this and we go back. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Not bad, huh? Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no, we're so close. It was so close. Did you see that? It was so close. It was so close. But how did it mess it up? What did it do? It did everything right. I don't get it. Oh, I know what they did. No, they messed up, yaar. यार देखो आई थिंक दिस एआई इज मेड टू बिहेव लाइक स्टूडेंट्स जहां स्टूडेंट भी फॉर्मूला भूल जाता है तो देखो एआई ने क्या किया लेट्स आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट एआई डिड आई एम इम्प्रेस्ड बाय द वे आई एम वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड आई थिंक विद इन एक इसको भी शायद एक थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस की जरूरत है यार तुम लोग भी थोड़ा पूछा करो नहीं आई विल टेल यू व्हाट हैपेंड आई विल टेल यू हाउ द एआई मेस्ड अप एंड दिस इज ऑसम दिस आई विल टेल यू हाउ इट मेस्ड अप राइट एंड मे बी दिस इज लेट्स ट्राई दिस सो हाउ डू यू थिंक इट मेस्ड अप गाइस टेल मी एग्जैक्टली युवराज ने सही बात पकड़ ली उसको भी साइन की प्रॉब्लम है बट उसको साइन की प्रॉब्लम क्यों है फिजिक्स अप्रोच जायसवाल से बट फिजिक्स अप्रोच एआई नहीं ले सकता आप लोग तो समझ में आता है ये क्यों ले रहा है भाई ठीक है लेट्स मेस विद इट ओके नॉट मेस विद लेट्स गो मेरे पीछे है नो आई विल जस्ट मूव टू द अदर साइड होल्ड ऑन लॉक का बटन दबाया जाए ओके लेट मी मूव टू द अदर साइड दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग ओके अरे हम कहां चलेंगे हम हैं डोंट वरी ओके लेट्स जस्ट टाइप आस्क इट वन मोर थिंग I think you got I think you got the formula of du wrong. Can you check? What happened? What do you think is going to do this? Yeah, Kavita, you're smarter than we should make a TV show. Are you smarter than a 5-year-old? Are you smarter than Bing's AI? Okay. Oh my gosh. Is it going completely off topic now? Let's see. We are doing this in real time. I'm not faking any of this. Because I told you, I made this question. Oh gosh, bro. It's still messing up with the sign. Look at that. Okay, one last time. Last try. देखते हैं. I think the formula should be du equal to q plus w if you take w equal to minus p dv. Okay, all right. Again, make her follow. No, but that's a thing, right? Oh, it's too nice. It says I apologize and I'll correct myself. Hey! Huge round of applause for Bing. Free publicity for some reason for Bing, but okay, cool. Easiest to use because I've already signed it. Let's move on. कुछ chat में कोई बोल रहा है. So you want to start preparation of JEE with Aakash? You are it, Aakash. स्नेहलता, देखो लेटेस्ट चीज कोई और करता है बताओ. कौन है जो दूसरा टीचर बैठ के अपना जॉब को AI को दे रहा है? I'm just kidding. I think there'll always be a role for teachers and students. and people with jobs. It's just that things will be different, I feel, with AI. I know a lot of you are thinking कि भाई सब लोग को CS करने का मन कर रहा है. अब CS करने के बाद नौकरी मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी मालूम नहीं. You will do different kind of job. They'll be different from now. You know, that's all it will be. Khair, that was an interesting exercise. Let's get back to class. That was fun. That was fun. Okay, chalo. Who does this, huh? In live class? That was fun, guys. Okay, chalo. 14 being साइफर नहीं यार, वो चीज आई अग्री विथ यू. ठीक है, वो डिबेट हम लोग बाद में करेंगे. Wearing the mic, right? Thank God. All right. More sums it solves. Nah, Cypher, this was a very direct one. Anyway, Ananya, if we had to give it the formula, then kind of defeats the purpose. I agree, Ananya. Exactly. नहीं, हम लोग, we are not debating the use of AI. I was just like, bro, I made this question. If you Google it, you're not going to be able to find the answer. That's what I was trying to say. Because the questions that are traditionally there, उसका आपको solution मिल ही जाता है. So I made this. I changed a few things. मैंने कुछ बदल दिया. But yeah, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe ChatGPT का subscribe version where you pay $20 a month, maybe that's better. Khair, we digress. We digress in a fun way. अगला सवाल देखते हैं. 5 mole of an ideal gas confined to a volume of 10 liters released into atmosphere at 300 Kelvin, where the pressure is 1 bar. The work done by the gas is what? हाँ, Rek saying ChatGPT didn't mess up. It gave 14 kilojoule. मतलब ChatGPT is better than Bing. Makes sense, no? Rek, you're probably paying for ChatGPT, right? Because ChatGPT, I think right now it only has paid model. You don't get free tokens anymore. So the paid model is definitely better than this. Bing ये वाला तो free था. This was a free thing. I'm not paying for this, right? Oh, if you same question, it won't make a mistake. Maybe Yuvraj, maybe it won't. Maybe, yeah. Okay, let's try this. Score of Bing -1. Kavita score of us +4. Kavita is confident. That's lovely. It's free. I thought there was tokens. अरे सवाल कर लेते हैं. 5 mole of an ideal gas confined to a volume of 10 liters released into atmosphere at 300 Kelvin where the pressure is 1 bar. The work done by the gas is what? What is the work done by the gas? Try करो. I didn't know you have a free thing, bro. I'll check. वो llama है, not ChatGPT, right? That's llama. Like 2 L's वाला llama and a couple of other free things are there. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, the paid model is insanely good. Yeah, Nidhi, I agree. It's ridiculous. It is so creepy. You guys solve this sum. I'll tell you a story about the paid model, right, of ChatGPT. When you guys solve this sum. So my friend had it. He came over for lunch and he asked it a question. Like, I've tried asking Siri questions and Google questions for fun and it has a very mechanical voice. The response was like, with the pauses, like, I think that this is, if you take this route, it'll be better. And then he responds saying, no, I want to go that way without taking a bus or something. Yeah, the buses are crowded at this point in time. You don't want to get stuck especially if you have an appointment. It was talking that it was freaky, bro. It was like an actual person was talking. It had a Desi accent and all. It was crazy. Well, that was ChatGPT 4, the paid version. I'm not giving it free publicity. I think I am. I should stop. But yeah, focus on this question, guys. 3.5 is free. GPT 4 is paid. 120 approx. Cypher ji, getting back to the point. Cypher भाई साहब, आप इसको actually कर सकते हो. You can solve it, not approximate. You can do it properly. 5 mole of an ideal gas. यार, how are you doing approximate यार? इतना straightforward सा सवाल है. Approximate क्या करना है? You want some equations? Here you go. Some equations. The only thing to do here, very simple thing. Yeah, this is a direct application of gas laws. But अगर आपने gas law skip कर दिया, किसी ने skip तो नहीं किया होगा, then this life is hard on this one. 128 says Kavita. Okay, 120. Okay. Rek, कौन सा use कर रहे हो? You ping me on Telegram or whatever. What are you guys using? Because the last time I tried using it, I signed in. It said your tokens are expired. I'm like, what? And I went back to the free stuff on Bing. And also Llama, right? Llama is really good for most things you would need. I use it mainly for Excel because I hate writing code on Excel. By the way, Excel had a coding competition where there were lakhs of people viewing it. We are giving a lot of free publicity to Microsoft. They should like sponsor us and stuff. Anyway, सवाल करो. Couple of you are telling me it's 128. What do the rest of you think? कोई बोल रहा है 120, कोई बोल रहा है 128. बाकी लोग कहाँ गए? Where are you? Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? The song was good. I didn't like the cartoon so much. Don't burn me at the stake or something. So here's the deal, right? You have volume that is given, initial volume, but you don't have the final volume. What on earth is the final volume? That is what you have to identify as question. Once you have that, the battle is 99% done. Okay. 124 says Yuvraj. Ananya is saying 124.5. Okay. Sir, इस पे एक और चीज है. GPT asked to decide most scary. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, Shlok, I'll check it out. Yeah. 124.5. A lot of people are getting 124. मेरा बहुत ज्यादा आ रहा है. धैर्य, it's okay. बोल दे यार. बेझिझक बोल दे. That's the good thing about our. It's a safe space. कुछ भी बोल दे. देख तुमने किया क्या है? Did you guys do something similar to this, or was it different? Did you guys do something similar to this, or was it different? V final कैसे निकाला? ऐसे ही निकाला ना? देखो V final के लिए the pressure is external pressure. Temperature is whatever temperature. कितना दिया? 300 Kelvin. बस N क्या है? 5 मोल दिया है. So जब गैस एक्सपैंड करेगी उसका वॉल्यूम क्या होगा? यू बी लाइक फिलोसफिकली यू से अगर गैस एक्सपैंड की इट टेक द शेप ऑफ व्हाट कंटेनर? कंटेनर? व्हाट कंटेनर? राइट? डजंट मेक सेंस. वो टेक्स द शेप ऑफ कंटेनर. ऑल 9th स्टैंडर्ड के लिए बच्चों के लिए आप लोग बताओ उसका वॉल्यूम क्या होगा, राइट? And that's why you can smell some sort of gas here and not that far away, etc. Diffusion का concept, we'll talk about that later. But did you do this? V final कैसे होता है? Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. Everyone saying yes. 124 says Nidhi. 124.5. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. So, okay. I got something different though. What did I do? मैंने कुछ math गड़बड़ किया क्या? Okay, let's see. Let's see. I did this and I got to be 114.5. Or did I mess up the math? Where's my calculator? I don't need a calculator. Okay. So 3 into this is approximately 2400, right? 2500 हम लोग लेते हैं, तो this is 3 3 the 9, 3 8 the 4, 24.9, 0 0 मतलब 1 2. Okay, so 24.9, correct? Into 5 minus 10. What are you guys getting? I don't understand. 124 कैसे आ रहा है तुम लोग का? How? Yes, Dhairya, thank you. It'll be 114.5 ना? धैर्य, 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 धैर्य रखो, धैर्य. Bro, your name is awesome. धैर्य, थोड़ा धैर्य से अगर आप काम करें तो आपको मिलेगा this value. अगर आप मुझे बोल रहे हो that is the value 450. कैसे यार तुमने, how did you get it into 100? Shlok also got 114.5. Prismatic is saying unit sad smiley face. Bro, what do you mean by you forgot to subtract the initial? That is a definition. How? Okay, okay, guys, there is a reason why I write these formulae one step at a time. एक समय आपको एक ही फॉर्मूला दिखता है ताकि आप लोग आराम से प्यार से करें. तब भी आप लोग मुझे बहुत समय तक बोल रहे थे, आई वाज लाइक ठीक है, आई विल गिव यू गाइस द बेनिफिट ऑफ द डाउट. मे बी आपने नहीं पढ़ा होगा, ठीक है. 120 अप्रोक्सीमेट बोला, फिर आप लोगों ने बोला 128, फिर बोला 124.5. आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू गाइस वर डूइंग. देन आई आस्क्ड यू वीएफए, क्या बोला कि हाँ यही किया भाई. इस स्लाइड पे वीआई लिखा हुआ था, बट देयर इज आल्सो दिस फॉर्मूला ओवर हियर. So you need to do that, right? I'm like, what did I do wrong? Anyway, right or wrong is not important. The answer is 114.5 liter bar. ठीक है? It's okay. Score war. अरे मेरा score is not important, guys. समझ गए ना? That's in kilojoule. Okay. धैर्य saying that is in kilojoule. धैर्य भाई साहब 114,500. That नहीं 50. अच्छा 11450 will be in joule. धैर्य ये जूल में होगा आंसर. 11.45 विल बी इन किलो जूल. ठीक है? माय बैड, मे बी आई शुड हैव सेड लेटर, बाद में बोलो. दैट्स ओके धैर्य, आपका आंसर बिल्कुल सही आया, बट द यूनिट वाज जूल नॉट किलो जूल. ठीक है? गुड जॉब. हे ऑलराइट चीज, व्हाट्स अप? गुड टू सी यू फ्रॉम डिस्कॉर्ड ब्रो. यू गॉट इन जूल. धैर्य, lovely. No, I did not get it in kilojoule, धैर्य. I did it in liter bar. है ना? But it's cool. Good job, धैर्य. Excellent work. Never be afraid. आपने बहुत सही काम किया. आप शुरुआत में बोल रहे थे कि I got a very big answer. I was like, भाई बोल दे, बेझिझक बोल दे. और उसके बाद बहुत लोग बेझिझक और चीजें बोले जो completely off थी. पर आपने बहुत समय तक नहीं बोला धैर्य. You were doing really well. So what I'm trying to say to you, takeaways, be confident in, especially if you're sure about भाई हम कर रहे हैं वो सही है, उनका सोचने की क्या बात है, सही होगा। अगला सवाल देखते हैं। बीबू गूगल कर ले यार, फॉर्मूला थोड़ी पूछा है यार मेरे से यार, कम ऑन यार, इतना तो यार गूगल बाबा आपको बता देगा यार। An ideal gas undergoes the cyclic process ABCA as shown in given PV diagram. It rejects 70 joule of heat during AB and absorbs 80 joule of heat during CA. During BC, there is no transfer of heat. Bibu, I read your mind. Q is equal to 0 in this process. And 40 joule of work is done by the gas. What should be the area of the closed curve ABCA? ठीक है यार, in joule. I'm kidding. Oh God, I gave you the answer, did I? I gave you the answer. I gave you a hint. But okay, try करो. नहीं, prismatic liter bar is not joule. Prismatic क्या बोल रहा है भाई? Liter bar, 1 liter bar is 100 joule. Why? Because 1 bar is 10 power 5 Pascal, etc. etc. Liter is 10 power minus 3. यार चीज बिल्कुल सही करते हो तुम, जो फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल करो वही ठीक है, तुमको मग करने की जरूरत नहीं है, फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल करना है करो, बट दिस द डील, 1 bar is 10 power 5 Pascal, 1 liter is 10 power minus 3 मीटर क्यूब, दोनों मल्टीप्लाई करो तो यू गेट दैट। चलो आगे बढ़ा जाए। बिबू, work depends on path in adiabatic. Work depends, yes, you're right, but in adiabatic Q is 0, so delta U is equal to W. Okay, अगर irreversible है तो माइनस RTLN whatever होगा, अदरवाइज माइनस PD भी होगा, that's all. ठीक है, yes, yes. निधि saying 30 is the answer. All right, great निधि, good job. निधि क्या किया आपने, जरा बताइए, अपने दोस्तों बताइए। नहीं इलेक्ट्रॉन, दीज आर नॉट एडवांस PYQs, एडवांस PYQs शुरू करना बाकी है, हम लोग अभी थोड़ा टाइम पास कर रहे हैं। आई एम नॉट मेसिंग विद यू, दीज आर क्वेश्चंस मेड बाय मी। एडवांस के PYQs भी हैं, बट ऐसे सवाल एडवांस में भी आ सकते हैं। एडवांस का PYQ नेक्स्ट शुरू होगा। इलेक्ट्रॉन चेस मेरे से बात कर, 30 जूल डन। निधि बट बताओ कैसे किया निधि? साइफर 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 साइफर, गुड जॉब। दिस ह्यूज स्माइल on my face should give you a clue. I feel that Cypher may be right. Shlok saying delta U 0. कविता saying कविता बोलते ही सीधे रिट्रैक्ट कर दिया आंसर। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, सब इरेज कर देते हैं। अच्छा नहीं, इरेज करने की जरूरत नहीं थी, बट खैर। डेल्टा U is 0 since initial state is final state. That's the first thing. This is a cyclic process, है ना? If delta U is 0, then Q is equal to minus W. This is the single most important thing. अगर आप लोग 30 जूल बोल रहे थे, then maybe you forgot this step. You forgot that delta U 0, right? Otherwise, you would not say this, है ना? कविता का भी 10 आया। Awesome. श्लोक, yes, 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 Cypher. Absolutely. श्लोक, बढ़िया। प्लस और माइनस देखते हैं, बट एरिया पूछा है ना ग्राफ का, ग्राफ का एरिया तो 10 ही होगा ना। That's the general idea, 10 joule or whatever. You're right. If we're asking for work, maybe let's solve it. So Q is 80 minus 70, which is 10 joule. Work will be minus 10 joule. I am asking you for the area of the closed curve, which is 10 joule. That's the answer. ठीक है? So okay, कविता होता है, no problem. A quantic booster. Yeah, 10. Sure. Good job. निधि, देखा ना क्या हुआ? थोड़ा सा बदल गया, थोड़ा सा. You were quite close. 30 was close, but yeah, I changed some numbers somewhere here and there. All right. Yeah, I'll take that as a win. It makes you not hate physical chemistry. Yeah, I'm going to screenshot this comment and I'm going to frame this one. Well, digitally frame it, if not physically frame it. I can't physically frame stuff. I'm not a materialistic person that way. Too soon? Khair. I have taken the screenshot. Let me save this and then we'll go back to class as usual. You guys are awesome, bro. All right, cool. Now let's start with PYQs. कौन था जो पूछा था PYQs भाई? Electron, Chess and Tech. It's a cool name. अगर मैं JEE एडवांस के PYQ से शुरू करता तो सब लोग भाग जाते, ठीक है? इसलिए मैंने थोड़े प्राइमर करने के लिए थोड़े आसान चीजें दी एंड नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट विद सम जेईई एडवांस्ड पीवाईक्यूज. ठीक है निधि, फ्रॉम योर ईयर, आपके ईयर से निधि. इट्स ओके, इट्स ऑलराइट, इट्स ऑलराइट, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. जस्ट कम्युनिटी पोस्ट इट. हाँ श्योर श्योर, डिस्कॉर्ड पे डालेंगे. 40 जॉल डाला था कंफ्यूज करने के लिए. एग्जैक्टली युवराज. The entropy versus temperature plot for phases alpha and beta at 1 bar pressure is given. St and S0 are entropies. S0 are entropies of the phases at temperatures T and 0 Kelvin respectively. The transition temperature for alpha to beta phase is 600 Kelvin and Cp beta minus Cp alpha is 1 joule per mole Kelvin. अगर आप यहां तक मेरे साथ हैं, at this point you're either like bro let's get through it, or you're like भाई ये सवाल मैं नहीं कर रहा हूं. I think there are only two states of this question, right? I'm not doing this. If you're in that thing of यार मैं सवाल छोड़ रहा हूं, don't be. It's a very very straightforward question. ये सब आंखों में धूल झोंकने वाली टेक्निक है. जेईई एडवांस में बहुत बार ऐसा करते हैं, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी चीजें बता देते हैं. अरे जैसे फाइनेंस पीपल डू दिस, दे विल गिव यू ऑल दीज बिग बिग टर्म्स की ये हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, टर्म लोन डी एस, ये होता है, वो होता है. कुछ नहीं होता है यार, थोड़ा बहुत मैच होता है, पढ़ लो समझ जाओगे. खैर, this is also like one of those things. This is talking about some sort of a phase transition. मतलब कोई मेटल है, अगर तुम टेम्परेचर बदलो तो मेटल बदले. This is real system, hypothetical नहीं है. आयन के साथ होता है, it changes from either FCC to BC, other way around, I don't remember. But phase change होता है just by temperature change. That's possible. It's not a hypothetical, it's possible. Independent temperature है between 200 and 700 Kelvin. ये बोल दिया आपको, लाइफ आसान हो जाएगी. ठीक है, कुछ कुछ दिया हुआ है. Find the value of entropy change S beta minus S alpha at 300 Kelvin. Do you understand what this is saying? फेज चेंज होता है 600 केल्विन पे. फेज चेंज होता है 600 केल्विन पे, बट आई वांट टू नो कि अगर वो मैं आई ट्राई एंड डू दैट चेंज एट 300 केल्विन, अगर वो करना चाहे तब उसमें एंट्रोपी चेंज कितना होगा. दैट इज व्हाट इज बीइंग आस्क्ड फॉर. हाउ डू यू डू दिस क्वेश्चन? कविता इज सेइंग 300. अरे भाई बट मैं फेज चेंज पूछ रहा हूं, किलो जूल कैसे होगा? क्या बोल रहे हैं आप लोग? हाँ एडवांस का क्वेश्चन है फॉर श्योर, बट एंट्रोपी चेंज पूछ रहा हूं मैं, किलो जूल नहीं होगा एंट्रोपी चेंज. ऑल्सो एंट्रोपी चेंज नेगेटिव होगा ना, नेगेटिव होगा पॉजिटिव होगा. खैर लेट्स सी, वी डोंट नो, विल सी. व्हाट्स अप आकाश बायजूस? नाइस इंपोस्टर. आई एम आकाश बायजूस, आई एम आकाश. इज दैट स्पाइडरमैन मीम? प्रणाम पुष्पित, बताइए इसको कैसे करें. बाय केम, I mean by what's the name? Cheese, by cheese. Saurabh, where could I give mock tests? Saurabh Tiwari ji, in the description of this video, there are linked to mock tests which are paid. Excellent tests, and you can get them and you can try them out. They will be on the Aakash Baidu app. Description में link है of mock test. You can try that out. Cypher, Cypher जी बोलते हुए 0.31. Okay. Pushpit close 2.59. Okay. Pushpit, what did you do to get 2.59? Can you tell me? चलो इस सबको हटा देते हैं. Let's put what is necessary for this question. इस सवाल के लिए जरूरी है. ये क्या है? ये क्या है? Why do I think this is important? Because I have to get S beta minus S alpha, and this is a phase change वाला concept, right? So delta S is simply going to be equal to delta H by T, or rather Q by T, right? What is Q? NC delta T. And in this case, because you're changing phase, it's going to be N delta C delta T. That's all yaar, by T. ठीक है? That's all you've got to do. So, S600 minus S300 आपको पहले निकालना है. ठीक है? The focus is to get this. But you know that S600 की value क्या है? ठीक है? Which will be equal to this whole thing right here. Okay, this is simply Q reversible by T. I've just used that expression. Since some of you already got the answer, that's why I'm solving this with you guys. NCP delta T. Delta T को मैंने dt लिख दिया because you got to integrate from this point to this point. And once you do that, yeah, on substituting, you're like, okay, hold on. Now what do I do? Just substitute literally, right? तो ये यहाँ पे delta S 600 minus 300 is equal to 0.69. But wait, what do we do now? Oh, we already have this value. इसकी value है 1, right? From this graph right here, यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई कि इस ग्राफ में कहां गया यार, ग्राफ नहीं दिख रहा मुझे, ग्राफ कहां गया, हाँ, फ्रॉम दिस ग्राफ सी दिस वैल्यू, सी डेल्टा एस 6 minus 5 is equal to 1 at 600 Kelvin. ठीक है, that is your key, what do you call it, aha moment. Once you figured that out, then you can get this to be 0.31 as some folks have already pointed out. Okay, good evening King fan, long time. It's all right Kavita, good job, good job. Pushpit, you were on the right track यार, but क्या हो गया? नहीं, नेगेटिव में मैंने ऐसे ही बोल दिया था, नेगेटिव होगा कि नहीं होगा मालूम नहीं, because it's not just entropy change, right? 600 पे है तो थोड़ा कम होगा, at 600 it is 1, at 300 it will be less than 1, that's all. Delta S will be less than 1, बस यही है. It's not like it will be negative, it will be lower than 1 is what I wanted to say. मैंने गलती से negative बोल दिया. Is this okay guys? Graph abuse. Yeah, that's a new term. I know you meant graph use, but graph abuse sounds funnier. खैर 0.31 is the answer to this. I see that the crowd is thinning out. जैसे हमने जे एडवांस के सवाल शुरू किए सब लोग भाग गए, but that's okay. That tends to happen. That's okay. I was mentally prepared for that sort of a thing, so it's cool. Next part of this question, same thing, but now we are asking a value of enthalpy change H beta minus H alpha at 300 Kelvin. Now you know the process. Same चीज करिए, right? To get H at a particular value, right? The easy thing to do would be to get delta H and then calculate. है ना? That's what we're going to do. Can we try this one out? Clear? That's great, right? That's great. Okay. All right, Kavita. Good job. Kavita already solved it. Shall I wait for a minute for the rest of your friends to solve it? I'll just wait for a minute for your rest of your pals to give it a shot. And then we'll start. 22. Yeah, you can have the same process. Exactly same process. बिल्कुल same है. बिल्कुल same process है. हाँ. Let me write that down. What do your friends mean by same process? We want to do this. Yeah, 300 exactly. Delta H 600 minus delta H 300. Same thing. N delta C delta T. Now, this delta C value is given to you already, right? It's independent of jo bhi hai. That's fine. But how do you get this? To get this, I need to first get this. To get delta H 600, I do T delta S because again, this is a transition temperature, so I can use this expression. Okay. इसको कैलकुलेट करना तो डायरेक्टली है फ्रॉम ग्राफ आई गेट दिस टू बी simply 600 into 6 minus 5, this 6 minus 5, right, which is 600 joule per mole. Once I get that, rest of the part is really straightforward. Substitute, 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 and you get it to be, well, 300 joules. ठीक है? Cool? Well, joule per mole Kelvin. नहीं, what? Oh, joule per mole Kelvin. I'm like, wait. That sounds bad. That's a bad unit. Let me fix that unit quickly. So I got lazy and I think I forgot to change the unit of the question in this one. I did that question first. You know what? Next time I'll probably change some of the JEE advanced PYQ questions also because it's not fun when you guys already know the answer. और JEE main के तो बहुत सवाल हैं. JEE advanced के तो सवाल ही कम है. तो it's highly likely कि if you are great students, you would already solve those questions. तो हम लोग अगली बार क्या करेंगे कि थोड़ा सा बदल देंगे PYQs को. I know it kind of defeats the purpose. I can't call them PYQs anymore, but that's okay. That's all right. Have I fixed it now? Is it joule or is it kilojoule? Hold on. पिछले सवाल में मदद मिल जाए. कौन से सवाल में फ्रेंड? Which question do you want help in? युवराज? Oh, पिछले सवाल में मदद मिल गई. Okay, solved. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll tell you why I'm so lazy to sit and teach. Because I have a beautiful setup at home and it's good to be lazy at times. Why be a hardworking donkey when you can be smart and lazy like me? Learn. Seekho kuch. Let's go ahead and solve the next question. Wait, hold on. Let me just check. Is it joule or is it kilojoule? Let me just quick check the units and I'll fix that. And then we'll go on to the next one. I feel it should be kilojoule. No, it is joule. It is joule. Because temperature is 300 and S is 1. Yeah, it is joule per mole. सही है ये. ठीक है, बढ़िया. अगला सवाल करते हैं. 1 mole of an ideal monatomic gas undergoes 2 reversible processes as shown in the given figure. and you've got this process to be adiabatic, and total heat absorbed in the entire process is this value. The moment you see something random like RT2LN10, you're like, haha, isothermal. आ गए आप यहाँ पे, reversible isothermal that too. The value of 2 log V3 is what? You're like, what? Now, this is a painful question in the sense the examiner took a lot of pain to make this question because they're like, and this is why JEE hates objective things. Okay, they really want to give you subjective questions, but because they can't, they give you questions like this. Khair, try this out. Use molar heat capacity of the gas at constant pressure, CPM 5/2R. Yeah, can you try this question, please? You remember the question? That's great. That's great. Dhairya saying 7. Okay. Wow, that was quick. Grade 11, we just did 10, 2, 3 months ago. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's great. Can you try this one out? Can you please try this question out? Dhairya saying 7 quite confidently. Let's see what the rest of you guys think. Please try this one out. Dhairya is saying 7, but how do you do this? Isochloric process में volume कांस्टेंट होता है, तो इसलिए वर्क का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? बीस्ट यार, व्हाट डू यू मीन? वर्क का फॉर्मूला इज ऑलवेज द सेम, इट्स जस्ट दैट वर्क डन विल बी जीरो, राइट? द फॉर्मूला ऑफ अ प्रोसेस डज नॉट चेंज. See, I think you guys are looking at it the wrong way. I don't mean that in any condescending manner, but formula is universal, right? The only reason it wouldn't apply is instead of having PV work, you have some other work. If you have like electrical work, then work will be this plus something else, right? For the formula of irreversible work is P external times delta V. Now, if it's isochoric, the volume nahi change ho raha hai, so it will be just zero. That's all. Formula doesn't change. The value of work changes. Okay, sweet. You remember it there? Okay. I just told you, beast. Yeah, 7 exactly. Pushpit also says 7. There. Do you want to help your friends? Kaise kiya aapne? It's good that you remember the answer. That's beautiful. But can you tell your friends how you solved this? There are a lot of people here who are still trying this, or maybe they are, waiting for me to solve it. One of the two things, either trying it or waiting for me to solve it. If you want me to solve it, let me know. I'm there to do that as well. I'll give you hints. Yeah, which is the most obvious one is pehla wala, ye wala process adiabatic hai, ye wala isothermal hai. The next hint is these are the formula you need. You need to identify ki because yahan pe hai something you can plot on a graph. Because I can plot it on a graph, it must be reversible. This is your biggest key over here. Once you get that, then I say, okay, for adiabatic, this relationship holds good. This relationship always holds good, but this specifically holds good. And this to hamesha hai. This is universal, right? It doesn't matter adiabatic or jo bhi ho, right? This is what is important. Now, using that relationship, I can go ahead and get the value of, well, work done. Because, see, to get this 2 log V3, it looks like kuch to hai yahan pe where you're equating this, right? Because this process is isothermal. Isothermal matlab this is 0, right? So Q equal to minus W. तो उसमें से कुछ work की value होगी, and you will get some Q value here as well, right? So why am I doing it this way? This is the main reason behind this. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay, but कैसे किया आपने? That's great. Shrikant, Nidhi, Kavita, Cypher, Beast. I hope I've answered your question. Pushpit, good job. Dhairya bhi. It's great to get the answer, but what did you do? Is this sounding okay to you so far? Right? The analysis that we have done so far, at least. I'm just writing on everything I know. I don't know how to start this question, but I'm just writing on everything I know. So, because this graph is volume versus temperature, I have written down this equation. I've written down this equation and written down this. Okay. From PV power gamma equal to constant, I have got used this and I've got this expression. अब क्या किया जाए? What do we do now? We have CP value. But if the process is adiabatic, Q equal to 0, then delta U equal to W, right? And इसमें delta U में CV की use होता है, NCV delta T. I have CP, so I can get CV. Let's do that. Let's get CV. And then we'll get gamma also. Why? Gamma is CP by CV. So then I can get CP is 5/2R. That's given, right? This one is given. I find this out and I get gamma equal to 5/3. Why do I do this? Because I can go ahead and beautifully put it in this expression. Why am I doing this? Because by doing this, I know कि देखो T1 and T2 I know, or rather उल्टा लिख दिया ना, T2 अरे यार T1 and T2 I know. I do not know V2. I know V1. I think I know V1. Where is V1? V1. Yeah, I know V1. I do not know V2. So I will get a relationship between T and V. That is why I'm doing this. Okay. We're not finding out work. We're not doing anything. We're just finding a relationship between T and V. And look at that. You get TV power 2 by 3 is constant. And everything gets beautifully cancelled out. This divided by this is simply 10. And this right here is V2. Right here you get to be 10 power 3 by 2 plus 1. When you take it to the other side, be careful here. Okay. 10 power 1 by 10 power 2 by 3. What is this? This will be equal to 10 power minus 2 by 3, which is equal to 10 power 3 by 2. Cool? Is this okay? Did I do something weird here? When I take it to the other side, basically. Okay? 1 by 10 power minus 2 by 3 then again becomes this. That is what I'm trying to say. Is this correct or does it look weird? Is this correct or does this look weird? You're coaching student of Aakash 10 plus 1. Even I'm able to solve these advanced questions. That's good, bro. That's how it should be. You should be able to solve them. That's the whole point of coaching, isn't it? You should be able to solve questions. अच्छी बात है, positive चीज है. No, weird. Okay. What I do weird? Oh, not weird, or what are you saying? I didn't get it. See, this right here is 10. This is 10 power 2 by 3. Okay. So now I've got V2 power 2 by 3 is equal to 10 power 10 into 1 plus specifically. Okay. Do you want me to? This is the math. Is the math messing you up? Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm going to roll up my sleeves to do the math. That's what we're getting to. Okay. We're going to digress a little bit from chemistry to talk about math. So that's what physical chemistry in advanced like. Bro, the only difference between advanced and JEE main in terms of physics and chemistry is कि उसमें maths ज़्यादा है. That's it. Literally कोई फर्क नहीं है. बस बैठ के गधे की तरह maths करते रहो. Which is what it's come down to, right? You've understood everything else so far. But in the last part, we're stuck at the math because exponents are painful. ठीक है, कर लेते हैं. Exponents भी कर ही लेते हैं. 10 power 1 and 10 power minus 2 by 3. V2 power 2 by 3. ठीक है. Now, there's 10 into power 1 by 3. Okay. V2 power 2 by 3. Okay. Now, what do I do? How do I get this to, how do I get the value of V2? I multiply with 3 by 2. No, this doesn't work. इसको क्यूब करें? हाँ, क्यूब करते हैं. So 10 is equal to V2. I've messed this up a little bit, haven't I? I've messed this up a little bit because my exponents are not that great. Wait, how do we go from here? Okay, I've got this still here. How do I get V2 from here? इधर से कैसे करो यार? मेरी maths is crap. Maths your favorite, Nidhi, help me with this. How do you go from here to here? How do you get V2 from here? V2 power 2 by 3 is equal to 10 power 1 by 3. Now, how do you get value of V2 from this? Please बताइए. Please बताइए. So don't I have to multiply this whole thing with 3 by 2? Right? Not multiply. I have to take it to the power of 3 by 2, right? Is that correct or not? 1 plus 2 by 3 is ठीक है. Okay. 10 power 10 into 2 by 3. But it's not 10 power 10 2 by 3, no? Okay, cool. Acha, हाँ, it's plus. Sorry. It's not minus, it is plus. My bad. So right here is going to be 10 power 5 by 3. Right? Correct? Yeah. 2 by 3. Yeah. 10 power 5 by 3 is V2 power 2 by 3. Yeah, not minus, plus. Sorry. Exponents यार. See, देखो हम लोग टाइम बर्बाद करें मैथ्स पे. करना पड़ता है. That's the problem with JEE Advanced. Yes, says Manish. Yes. Okay. Now what do we do? Now we do everything power 3 by 2 on both sides. ठीक है. So you get 10 power 5 by 3 is equal to V2. 5 by 2. Is this correct now? 100 root 10 आएगा 10 power 5 by 2. Right? That's exactly what I was saying. Right? That's what you get. Right? This is the exponent part of it. I don't like this doing this. I'll be honest with you. मुझे मजा नहीं आता है करने में. मैं कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आया. दिस इज वेरी डोंकी थिंग. आई हेट डूइंग दिस. बट ठीक है, कर लेते हैं यार, करना पड़ता है. दिस नॉट फेयर, इज नॉट फन टू डू. नोबडी केयर्स फॉर दिस. ये चीज करो ना करो, कोई नहीं, कंप्यूटर है करने को, राइट? सो आई रियली होप फॉर योर सेक, आई होप दैट जेई फिर से बन जाता है सब्जेक्टिव, तो आपको ये सब बकवास करने की जरूरत नहीं है. टेक लॉग टेबल्स ना, कर दो यार, नोबडी केयर्स फॉर ऑल दिस. बट ठीक है, इससे मिल जाता है ये चीज, है ना? दिस इज डोंकी वर्क यार. ठीक है, खैर, दिस इज डोंकी वर्क, बट वी आर डूइंग इट एनीवे. क्या करें? सेकेंड पार्ट में क्यू ए बी इज इक्वल टू जीरो, राइट? बी सी मतलब डेल्टा यू जीरो, क्यू इज इक्वल टू माइनस डब्ल्यू. नाउ इसमें से यू गेट क्यू इक्वल टू आर टी एल एन वी थ्री बाई वी टू. ठीक है, नॉट नेगेटिव बिकॉज नेगेटिव यहां पे है, देयर इज अ नेगेटिव फॉर वर्क, राइट? बट इट बिकम्स पॉजिटिव. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. आफ्टर यू डू दिस, you get r into 60, which is 60, 600, no? 60, अच्छा, 60, correct. 60 ln v3 by v2. v2 यहाँ substitute कर दिया. Then do a little bit of more annoying math, and you get v3 is equal to 10 power 7 by 2. Now this fancy thing is saying rt ln 2 is equal to 10. So log v3 will be what? 2 log v3. देखो, brilliant. 2 log v3. 2 log v3. Okay, bro. Let's take log on both sides. So annoying. Okay. 2 log v3. ऐसे मिलता है आंसर. कौन करना चाहेगा ये सवाल यार? जिसको मैथ बहुत अच्छी तरह से वही करना चाहेगा. Nobody else would want to do this. ठीक है. Cool. This is the answer. This is how you get 7. And this is not even math. This is just arithmetic. This is like that annoying part of math that nobody wants to do. Dhoni, I'm gonna have to put you on timeout, bro, if you spam फिर से. First and last warning. I don't no idea what you're saying. I'm not gonna repeat it on live stuff, whatever it is. क्या यार, बच्चे लोग, you guys behave like, not you guys, this guy. Seriously, bro, go watch anime or something. All right, there you go. Bye. Seriously. In 1 liter flask, 6 moles of A. By the way, I know 1 घंटा हो गया है. नहीं, don't worry, Yuvraj. I'll take care of spam. मैं हूं spam bot. मेरे दोस्त भी हैं, बट अभी मैं हूं. इस सवाल के लिए do you want to spend a couple of more, maybe around 10-15 more minutes? इसके बाद कोई क्लास तो नहीं है. Do you mind if we spend 10-15 more minutes to do some questions? This में एक सवाल तो कर लेते हैं. I have a lot of questions left, but let's do this one at least. ये और एक और कर लेते हैं. We call it a day. ठीक है? Let's just do this one. Yeah. Good job, Shlok. Yes, awesome. Christmas की ज्यादा खुशी होगी. All right. Let's do this question and देखते हैं. We'll see how it goes, and उसके बाद we'll decide इसके बाद और कितने करने. एक करना है, 2 करने हैं, or you want to stop, whatever. If you have the Josh, we'll do more. Otherwise, we'll stop after this one. Homework दे दूंगा. Sure. In a 1 liter flask, we went a bit off topic with the whole AI thing. I know, but it was fun. ये जल्दी हो जाएगा. Actually, this is very quick. ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाना है. Straightforward है. Try it. Much easier than the last one because there's no annoying math in this one. In a 1 liter flask, 6 moles of A undergoes the reaction here. A giving P. The progress of product formation of 2 temperatures is given over here. मतलब ये equilibrium का idea है, ठीक है? That's what happening. If T1 equal to T2 and delta G2 minus delta G1 equal to RT2 ln X, then the value of X is what? बहुत सवाल देखो, जेई एडवांस 2023 में काफी सवाल ऐसे आए थे जिसमें कुछ अतरंगी 2 सवाल आ गए. 3 एक्चुअली. लॉट ऑफ थर्मो पे बहुत सवाल आ गए यार 23 में, है ना? या सबसे खतरनाक वाला होमवर्क दे दो. ठीक है, कूल. श्योर. लेट्स डू दिस क्वेश्चन. I'll give you guys the next one for a homework or something. Let's do this one. They're all theoretical ones actually. We have done the hardcore ones already. Sab theoretically. Yeah. So I've given you 2 things on my screen. One is ki at this point, basically when things become constant, they don't change with time, right? Ye time hai, ye temperature hai. Capital T is temperature, small t is time. Small t is not there, but hours mein jo bhi hai. So this is the equilibrium concentration of P. Take that as a hint. Use the idea of equilibrium to get things here. Okay. Please try this question out. It's really funny what just happened. Uh, anyway, lapel mic. We're talking about some echo. Anyway, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. There was a joke, right, about 7, 8, 9 or something. Why was 6 scared of? Anyway, 8 है आंसर इसका. ठीक है, देखते हैं. What is your process, guys? हाँ निधि. अब मैं क्या करूं? इतने सवाल पूछ लिए थर्मोडायनेमिक्स ने 2023 के. अब क्या करें? मेरा गोल तो है थर्मो पढ़ाना. अब इतने ढेर सारे सवाल देखो 2023 में आ गए. दिस इज टू टेल यू, इफ योर फोकस इज जेईई एडवांस, भाई थर्मो पढ़ के जाना. एंड बी लाइक नहीं 2023 में दे, 2024 में तो नहीं देंगे थर्मो का. हाँ ठीक है भाई, सोचते रहो. हो सकता है ऐसा हो जाए. Maybe they'll put more electro things, which is even more scary for some of you. Or maybe they'll do more equilibrium things. 8. How do you guys do 8? Delta G minus RTLNK. ठीक है श्लोक. Agreed. But the basic part is उससे पहले equilibrium setup करना पड़ेगा, right? For to do this delta G equal to minus RTLNK, since Shlok is saying that, Shlok means to say there's an equilibrium being established. And that's why the main thing is equilibrium is being established, right? So initially you have 6 and 0. At equilibrium, you have two different things, right? I'm not substituting 4 and 2. We'll do that later. Generally, I'm just writing down the expression, just writing down the, whatever you call it, the equilibrium concentrations. At T1, I get one expression. At T2, I get another expression. Matlab, I get the value of X. I have found X at T1 and T2. If I have found X, I have indirectly found alpha. ठीक है? Not this X, obviously. वो X नहीं है. It's not this X. Okay. Let me. I'm not changing it. This X is degree of dissociation, so to speak, right? X right here is degree of dissociation. But you understood that already anyway. So K की value क्या है? K right here is 6x by 6 into 1 minus x. Why am I doing this? Because using this K, as Shlok said, I have to get this huge thing, right? RT2 ln x. I have to get this. I have to get the value of K. How do we do that? I've got two values of x, I'll get two values of k, right? K at T1 and K at T2. And one is equal to 2, the other is half. Now be careful here. Okay? Do not write this the other way around. The way to check at this step is at a higher temperature, the concentration of P is lower, which means this is an exothermic reaction. Do you follow this? As I increase the temperature, K की value कम हो रही है because ये कम हो रहा है, right? And you can see that right here. T2 is greater than T1 and फिर भी कम हो रहा है. So ये exothermic है. Anyway, how do you get this now? Delta G2, delta G1, delta G2 निकालो. Here I will substitute that T1 is, अरे उल्टा बोला. My bad. T1 is 2T2, right? So this is endothermic, not exothermic. देखो पिछले वाले में मार्क बदल देते हैं. It says here that T1 is greater than T2. So this is going to be endo, not exo. Endo. Anyway, higher temperature, high K, right? So endo. Anyway, so delta G1, delta G2 की value यहाँ दो मिल गई. Okay, cool. Now what do we do? Just subtract them both, and what you get is this amazing small straightforward equation in terms of T2 and ln2. So what you get is RT2 specifically into 2 ln2 plus ln2. So what you get is 3 ln2. That's it. 3 ln2 is 8, right? I mean, if you take 3 inside, it becomes RT2 ln 8. And that's it. 8 should be the answer. Endo. Yes, Dhairya. Perfect. I misread that part. Yeah. No, equilibrium. Shlok doesn't like equilibrium. Okay. Ionic wala. Okay, cool. Endo hai. I'm getting 4. Yuvraj. Okay. Yuvraj, log के बाहर एक और 2 है. Yeah, I think maybe you skipped delta G1. You will get 4 if you do only delta G2. But the question is asking for delta G2 minus delta G1. Right? So you need to also account for this, Yuvraj. है ना? समझ गया ना? 8? Okay, cool. What did श्लोक से युवराज वाला लॉग के बाहर दो है एक में. अच्छा 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 अच्छा, ठीक है ठीक है, समझ गया. हाँ, लॉग के बाहर दो है. देख, श्लोक एंड युवराज लुक्स लाइक मेड द सेम स्टेप्स. ठीक है, सही है. लवली, लाइक इट लाइक इट. इजी क्वेश्चन. हाँ, यही तो बता रहा हूँ यार. जे एडवांस इज नो बिग डील. दीज क्वेश्चंस सीम लॉन्ग टू इंटिमिडेट. ठीक है, इतना मुश्किल नहीं है. वी आर आउट ऑफ टाइम. Let's do one last question and then we'll call it. I'll give you a small homework. Which one shall I do for you and which one shall we do on homework? Now, that is the main thing. जो सीधा साधा है, मैंने आपको solution दिखा दिया. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good. ठीक है. Let's solve this question then. Last वाला. I swear. You don't like ionic? I love ionic. It's the best. I used to be really shit at at ionic, but then I read Zoomdal and it changed my life. I know this sounds like an ad, but really, it's a great book for ionic equilibrium. Let's do this question. Last one. I swear. निधि, 2020 का सवाल. 2020 का सवाल निधि. कर लो if you're here. Tin is obtained from cassiterite by reduction with coke. Use the data given below to determine the minimum temperature at which the reduction of cassiterite by coke will take place. Assume that the enthalpies and the entropies of temperature are temperature independent. Shlok, do you remember? मैंने बोला था ना कि देखो, JEE will be kind enough to do this. They will tell you things are temperature independent if they are. Remember that question you sent about 500 Kelvin and all that? Yeah? ठीक है. Try this question out, guys. Last सवाल. I swear, last सवाल. Please try it out. I'm quickly going to order food for my dad. Yeah, that was me hollering at my dad asking what he wants to eat. Just confirming. You're same condition right now. Yeah, yeah. Arey, I've already done ionic session. यार, श्लोक ऐसा मत बोल. I've already done ionic session. I think maybe you were not watching those sessions back then, but I've done insane amount of equilibrium because I like it. Right? Check those sessions out. We'll do some lighter ones now, but मैं भारी वाले already कर चुका हूँ. Sure, we'll try and get you more questions there. इसको try करो आप लोग. ये तो direct है. You have to do delta S, delta G, delta H minus T delta S at equilibrium delta G 0, delta H is equal to T delta S. बस टेम्परेचर निकालो, खत्म. This is donkey work. आराम से कर लो. Easy marks. Please do. While I order food. This has become a ritual. I think last time भी मैंने class देर कर दी and I had to order food. It is what it is, guys. Did you follow what I was saying? Do you guys need some help? Do you guys need a helping hand on this one? कि क्या कहाँ शुरू करना है? If yes, let me know. I'll let you know कि भाई, what is the starting point, so to speak. Yeah, if you need that. I've already told you in words. I've described it. If you want me to write it down, I can write it down and also tell you. You're doing? No comma doing. Not no doing would mean you're not doing it. I'm guessing you're doing it. Go ahead, Pai Sab. Kariye aaram se kariye. I'll give you an entire minute. 48, 49. Approximately 49 and a half. Yeah. So, this is cool, right? I mean, is there any doubt on how to start? If anybody does have a doubt, please ask me. Yeah. मुझे सपना नहीं आएगा कि आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. So let me know if there's something that you find to be weird or you don't know where to start. I feel this is a direct question, which is very unlike JEE. They don't give you direct questions, but ये वाला काफी straightforward है. थोड़ा donkey work है. You got to do this दो तीन बार कुछ मैथ्स करना है, arithmetic करना है. देखो यार, फिर से JEE एडवांस का सवाल और JEE मेन का सवाल यही फर्क है कि दो तीन क्वेश्चन साथ में दे दिया. ठीक है टाइम. गुड जॉब श्लोक. करो 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 निधि करो. मेरा खाना ऑर्डर करना खत्म नहीं हुआ अभी. टेक योर टाइम. I ordered one thing. I have to order one more thing. You know, Swiggy was giving me shade where it was telling me ki, sorry, one. Yeah, I have that kind of pull. The restaurant guy calls me just to check, hey, was that your order? Because I eat food without onion and garlic, and I'm extremely particular about that. So, yeah, they're like, hey, Ashish, was it your order? Like, yeah, bro, it's my order. Man, I'm like, please give me stuff without onion and garlic. Our regular conversation. 9:35 says Cypher, says Shlok. Nidhi, I'm waiting for you. Take your time. Yuvraj also saying 9:35. मतलब लग रहा है आप लोग सब सिमिलर चीज, ये युवराज इज हैप्पी एंड सो आर वी. लग रहा है everybody is on the same page that cassiterite is basically SnO2, right? Even if you don't remember it, यहाँ पे और कुछ दिया ही नहीं है. You have to assume, even if you don't know, you have to assume that SnO2 is cassiterite. नहीं मालूम तो कोई चक्कर नहीं है, और कुछ दिया भी नहीं है, और रिडक्शन हो रहा है तो मतलब this is the only equation that comes to mind, right? अगर कुछ नहीं मालूम यार, नहीं पढ़ा है मैंने, फिर भी this is the only possible equation, guys, right? You can guess by all the values that are given on top. And this is interesting. डेल्टा H फॉर्मेशन सिर्फ इसका दिया है. भाई बिकॉज इसका होगा 0 और इसका होगा 0. डेल्टा HF of both of these is going to be 0. ठीक है. Now with one question and only one question, if you haven't seen my videos before, I'll tell you how to figure out this whole concept of delta H और delta S. यहाँ पे delta H दिया है formation, right? That means we are talking about the quantity 1 mole on the RHS. But यहाँ पे SnO2, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. ये LHS पे है, ये RHS पे. So all you have to do is positive value of this, negative value of this. This is the small and only trick you need to do thermochemistry. It's not even a trick, it's literally math. It's state function ka idea, Hess law, etc. This is it. With that, you get delta H ki value. Yeah, delta G is delta H minus T delta S. Delta S is at equilibrium, right? At equilibrium, delta G is 0, etc. etc. ये सब मैं आपको बोल चुका था, but लिख दिया अभी. So T is delta H by delta S. Delta H is simply carbon dioxide minus SnO2, right? This is CO2 minus of SnO2. That is all we have done here. डेल्टा एस कैसे निकालोगे? डेल्टा एस सबकी वैल्यू अलग से लिखनी पड़ेगी, ध्यान से लिखना, डोंट मेस दिस पार्ट अप. वंस यू डू दिस, इट इज एंड यू विल नोटिस द वे आई डू थिंग्स इज कि मैं उसको सब्स्टिट्यूट बिल्कुल लास्ट में कर रहा हूँ. सी आई एम डूइंग दिस ऑल ऑफ दीज स्टेप्स, स्मॉल लिटिल स्टेप्स, बिकॉज as somebody pointed out in the chat, I am lazy and I'd like to think smarter than sitting and doing donkey work. अगर आप हर स्टेप में एडिशन या सब्ट्रैक्शन कर रहे हो, there is a high chance of us messing things up. Maybe you are great and you can do all this in your mind. In that case, lovely. Please go ahead. But JEE Advanced में ये सब की जरूरत नहीं है. JEE Advanced में टाइम बहुत होता है. JEE Main में you have to do things quickly. JEE Advanced में बहुत टाइम होता है. आराम से करो. ठीक है. खैर, लास्ट में you calculate this. And once you substitute this, you get 187 into 10 power 3 by 200, which is basically just 935 Kelvin, which is what all of you have got. Lovely, lovely. Enthalpy का data sufficient है. धैर्य, समझ में आया धैर्य? धैर्य? अच्छा, maybe we went over that part quickly. धैर्य, for धैर्य, we'll just go back to this part. धैर्य, एक और स्लाइड पीछे. धैर्य देखो, एंथैल्पी का डेटा क्या दिया है? डेल्टा एच एफ दिया है, फॉर्मेशन दिया है, राइट? सो डेल्टा एच रिएक्शन इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ, इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ डेल्टा एच फॉर्मेशन. नाउ आई विल नॉट राइट द फॉर्मूला बिकॉज आई डोंट केयर फॉर दैट फॉर्मूला. ठीक है, इट्स नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ डेल्टा एच एफ. द डेफिनेशन ऑफ डेल्टा एच एफ इज की 1 मोल ऑफ SnO2 is formed on the right hand side. The reason I did this part quickly was I was hoping you'd seen my theory session. If you haven't, it's okay. No problem. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. theory session नहीं देखा है तो ये तभी समझ लो. ठीक है. Delta HF मतलब 1 mole of product on the right hand side. Now I see what do I need. I need this in right hand side. So I will use it as it is. I will use CO2 as it is. But here I have SnO2 on the left hand side. तो मैं इसको negative कर दूंगा. That's it. And why do I not need the other stuff? Because इसका 0 है. These are standard states, right? Carbon in its solid state, let's say graphite बोल सकते हैं जो भी, and SN मतलब tin in its standard state. ठीक है, इसलिए इन दोनों का 0 होगा. धैर्य, thank you for asking me that question. I hope you are clear on this right now. Nidhi, good job. Yes, everybody else. Yuvraj, excellent. Cypher, Shlok, yeah, good job, good job, good job. नहीं निधि, टाइम लगा लो ना, आपने तो JEE दिया हुआ है. Right? You told me you've done JEE. You're literally at the IIT. I don't have to tell you anything. You know how this works. You have all the time in life. JEE Advanced में time का कोई problem है ही नहीं. Yeah, you got to realize क्या करना है. What is the process is most important. Okay, sweet. ठीक है, there, lovely. Okay, thank you so much. थोड़ा सा लंबा session हो गया. We digressed a little, but I had a lot of fun doing this with you guys. Maybe next time we will put our AI to more rigorous test. खैर, here is the last question. आपके लिए थोड़ा पुराना है क्योंकि JEE एडवांस 2018 का है. जब आप थे किस ग्रेड में थे? अभी हैं आप लोग 12वीं में. जब आप 7th स्टैंडर्ड में थे, मे बी 7th और मे बी 8th स्टैंडर्ड में थे और 9th, व्हाटएवर, बेसिकली बिफोर 10th, तब ये आया था. फॉर अ रिएक्शन A given products, the plot of A and P with time and temperature are given below. and you've got all of these things, right? What do you think the answer is going to be? You're going to find the answer online, right? Because I haven't changed this at all. But it's an interesting question. It's a very nice question. If you're going to give me comments, में क्या answer है, I would really like you to explain how you got this as well. That'll be really nice of you to do that. ठीक है? So that's all I had planned for you today. Thank you so much for attending this. आगे क्या करने वाले हैं हम लोग? This is right here. If you want to check out the other things I've generally been doing, what do I have? What do I have? I always forget this, guys. I'm really bad at remembering to give you guys the link of all my general content, which is right here. 7th, 8th, okay, Shlok saying 7th, somebody else saying 8th, yeah, Shlok saying 8th, Javraj saying this thing. Gosh, YouTube is asking me to send emojis. I don't want to send emojis, guys. How do I? Oh, thank God. YouTube is so weird. Khair, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys around. What do I have? What's my screen showing? My screen is showing this. Okay, great. Wait, is my screen showing this? I can't find OBS. Oh my God. Yeah, here's OBS. Cool. Yeah, we are at Thermo. We're going to do P block next. I guess I'll see you after Christmas, huh? Merry Christmas and all. No Happy New Year yet. You have a lot of my classes to jail now before New Year शुरू होता है. ठीक है? As always, if you want to reach out to me, I'm on I Teach Chem. Yeah, feel free to ping me on Telegram or Discord. I'll see you guys after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you. Bye. अबे पूछ यार I Teach Chem पे. ठीक है? We're done for now. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Tata. Merry Christmas and all.